sigue con la Chile, Chile, no, Gishigat, no, Gishigat, Chiquanachi, is okay, one, Ching. Thank you for the rain that's outside as it rains. We need the land, we need the water. We thank you for the gift of my brothers and sisters. Thank you to the medicines of our people and our drums that talk and speak for us. Miigwech. Oh, Namadvik. That means sit down.
Dum dum, diddy diddy, dum dum, da. That's the first one. That's the easy one. Now take your arms, put them straight out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go dum on your waving joint, dum on your flexing joint, da da on your. You know that noise you made in elementary school? And then you folks, you're gonna go dum dum, diddy diddy, and then the other arm, dum dum, da da. Dum dum diddy diddy dum dum da da. Dum dum diddy diddy dum dum da 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 dum dum diddy diddy dum dum dum. This one girl's just looking at me like, you are so weird.
Our administrative assistants are Tony Abramson, Jesse Anderson, Laura Porterfield, and Sarah Sorensen, who is here and you got to see earlier. Our project director is Angeline Booley, and our grant evaluator is Dr. Rich Conboy. The STAY project is, like I said, it's a federally funded program. We're funded through SAMHSA, and our ultimate goal is to reduce suicide among Native American youth ages 10 to 24 in the Sioux Tribe 7-county service area. This is just a map of the service area that highlights the 7 counties: Chippewa, Mackinac, Luce, Schoolcraft, Delta, Alger, and Marquette. It is a huge area to cover. We are a staff of 5, and it's definitely been, definitely been a struggle, but we have been working very hard, and we were very fortunate and happy to be able to offer this particular conference in both Sault Ste. Marie and Marquette.
I have been in the mental health field for 27 years. I love it. I found where I fit. I can be one of the care receivers or one of the caregivers, and I like both sides. But being able to help others.
When we were little, we would say, I'll knock your block off. What do kids say now? I'll blow your brains out. And I'll do it too. First grader in your Mount Morris, Michigan, at the turn of the century, 2000, had a squabble with a kindergartner or a first grader, and took a handgun in school and shot him dead. How many years? Let me back up, because when I say that, it bothers me and I have to refocus. In your 12 years of high school, I'm assuming at least 12 years of high school, right? Some maybe 13, maybe 14, I don't, in your 12 years, we're friends, I can say this, we're good. She's like, what is he saying that to him for? He doesn't even know him. Miangan, right? Miangan. Yeah, see, I'm Wolf Clan. I like you guys. We're good. But I'm Wolf Clan. Yeah, ring, ring. Okay, in 12 years of high school, did you ever hear of anybody committing suicide because of bullying? Did you ever hear that?
Hi, my name is Terry Wise, and several years ago, I survived a near-fatal suicide attempt. Fortunately, I woke up from that attempt and I sought treatment from a psychologist, and after I completed treatment and recovered from depression, I went on to write a book that's called Waking Up. That book is in use in many universities across the country, and it sparked a public speaking career, one that I didn't expect and I didn't plan on, but I now travel to about 60 cities a year, and I speak to all sorts of groups of people about depression and suicide prevention. And I have a lot of messages that I try to deliver to people, and one of the primary messages is to overcome the stigma that's associated with depression, because the more people that come out and talk about it, the more freeing it will be for other people to come out and talk about it.
I think the funnest part about this conference is meeting a bunch of new people and seeing how their reactions are to everything that's going on with all the testimonials and all the speakers and everything that's going on.
What happened after my daughter passed away I decided I was one of those people. I think you kind of are one or two people. You either, one, know that you can't go back into your molded life of what it was before, what you thought it was before, or you decide that from tragedy sometimes you have to go another route. And I chose, after a year of feeling sorry for myself and mad and angry at the entire world, I decided that I was going to go out, and these were the things that I was going to do. I was going to start the foundation. And I travel across the country to speak to students, kindergarten through 12th. I speak to parents and community leaders. I speak to educators and school resource officers and talk about these specific things that we're going through.
I'm going to tell a short story about one of my favorite people through history, and I guess you'd call him my hero. This was a Lakota that was born in 1845. He was born close to the Republican River in South Dakota. And when he was born, he wasn't like most of the other babies. He was small in stature. And he didn't have black hair. It was dark brown. And unlike the other tribal males and tribal babies, he didn't have long, straight hair. He had curly hair.
I found Abilene State School. They actually hired me. And I found where I fit. Being that person that, as I was growing up, feeling like I didn't fit. At 12 years old, I remember my birthday at 12 years old because I got some clothes for my birthday. I hit 200 pounds before I hit 12 years old. The clothes I got didn't fit. It was a really weird birthday. My whole world started getting, I was shown at 12 years old that I didn't fit. I was a swimmer on the swim team, but I was the worst one on the team. I was on the swim team because there was no tryout. They took everybody. I wanted to go play football, but you had to go through tryouts. Terrifying. Terrifying. I always saw myself as that scared little fat kid that never really fit. I was shown for years that I wasn't good enough. I believed.
That's stretch. You're not getting older, you're getting, actually you are. Did you know stretching, how important stretching is? All right, the first one is the yawn. Here we go. Yawn. Yawn. Oh yeah. Don't it feel good? I'm alive again. Yawn. Yawn. All right, we're gonna take the covers off. Here we go. And off. And off. And off. That's right. Off.
It was October 15th of 2006, and they'd been talking for 5 weeks, and she was getting ready for a birthday party. She had been filling out her birthday invitations, planning this party. She was so excited. And she asked if she could sign onto the computer, and so I signed her on. It was late that night, and there was a message when she signed on that was from Josh that said, "I don't want to be friends with you anymore. No one likes you." And Megan was kind of taken back, and she was like, "Mom, look at this. What do you think?" So Megan, I have no clue. I said, "Ask him. Maybe he's having a bad day or something." So she responded back and said, "What are you talking about? Where'd you get this from?" But there was no response. I said, "Listen, Meg, you waited for a few minutes. It's late, honey. You need to sign off, and it's time for bed."
One of the most helpful things that you can do if you're approached by somebody that is in need, who might be either depressed or suicidal, and one or both, is to listen. Because many times people think of themselves as listeners, but really what they end up doing is giving the person a lot of advice and not just sitting and really, really listening to what they say. And having empathy for the person that comes to you. And it doesn't require being an expert in every area of mental health. What it requires is good listening skills and sincere empathy.
The S, the T, the A, the M, and the D represent
the best research we have about reducing bullying, and it all stems and centers around empowering victims and bystanders. Often I will speak as if I am speaking to these youth. I'll try to share with you what I share with them so you can share with them with authority, with excitement. You can tell the same stories and say they're your stories. I don't care. There's no copyright infringement here. You look at the stand, look at my website. You'll never see a trademark or a copyright because I don't care. Steal it. Steal every bit of it. Why? Because I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why. This man right here. I was envious of his songs and his stories and his tribal rituals. I said, man, I'm an American. We don't have that kind of stuff. You guys do. I said, I wish I was related. And he said, you are.
I can't go there.
I know it's tough, but the time is now.
I can't. Please understand that. Will you go tomorrow then? Okay, fine. First thing tomorrow. I'll go.
We won't stay until then, eh?
Oh. All right.
She's known such great pain, haunted dreams as a child, the near constant presence of evil ever since. She has felt the touch of awful naked men, battled depression and addiction and attempted suicide. Her arms remember razor blades, 50 scars that speak of self-inflicted wounds. And 6 hours after I meet her, she is feeling trapped.
Story's never been told. This one here, it's about a little boy growing up in UP of Michigan, Native American, which had a Native American family also. Mother and father. I will get emotional, but I've never told a story before, not even to my daughters and my sons.